Pull up and load the wagon. Get good and get mad. Tell me who we drafted. Wheels up and what's happening. Pull up and load the shout out. Y'all already know what we about. Filling up a team that is usually not allowed. Ain't even a reason to scout. Ain't even a take you can tout. Ain't even a lineup to doubt. Sim in the season we out. Cheer. Straight up. Game without no players. This ain't for the haters. So but by now see you later. I cater to the guessing what they into. I'm finna load the wagon. Partner what about you. It's the wagon. Get good and get mad. Tell me who we draft.
Look at that, Dolphins. Hey, how does it feel to experience that?
Man, we finally, it's been a while, but we got this.
Oh, congratulations.
I feel like this is almost like some sort of therapy thing, like watching them go to the Super Bowl and lose so much when I was a kid, and now we're seeing them win here. It feels great.
Welcome back, everybody, here to another episode of Load the Wagon. And if you couldn't tell, it is the Madden Franchise Draft Series. Guests come on, draft a team, simulate a year to see how they do. And tonight we are joined by Joey Wright. That is at the Joey Wright, coming over from Front Yard Fantasy. Shout outs to Start, Sits, and Salutations, and all the other little minuscule videos that you may provide with them. Catch them on FanDuel, the Better Network, pretty much daily. Joey, thank you for taking the time coming out here and loading the wagon.
Oh, Corey, thank you so much for having me on. This is going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward to it. Just hanging out,
Just hanging out and vibing. So, living in Florida, you are a Bucks fan, if you could not tell by that shirt.
Yes. Go ahead.
Do you just live closer?
So I used to live in Orlando, but my funny Buck story, I've told it a couple of times, but I've never got too in deep with it. I was actually conceived at a Bucks game at halftime.
Okay.
In 1981, around November, I believe they're playing the Patriots. So yeah.
Okay.
So it's in my blood,
It's in your blood.
One way or another.
Okay, cool. All right. So shout out to halftime. You got to get down there. And just like that, you have to get down with this. So just some helpful tips. Injuries are turned off.
Okay. Thank you.
We use the Las Vegas playbook that's standard throughout every show just to keep some consistency. I don't know if that matters, but whatever. Defense is the actual defense of the team. So the Bucks probably a little bit of 3-4 coming out there at you. If you want to change anything, we can. Just let me know. No big deal. I can also change positions. So if you draft a center and want to make them left guard, just let me know. That's cool. And then at the end of the draft, you do get one trade. If you want it, it's about 50-50. Some people have, some people don't. It's no big deal if you want to. It's, think of this like a redraft. It's not a dynasty league. You want to win the Super Bowl. So are you ready to kick it off here? The draft's randomized. I don't know what pick you have.
Yeah, I'm ready. That coach, the Buccaneers coach, Joey Wright, that image looks just like me. So,
and that's what we do out here. We also provide realistic. Oh my God. You got the first pick. This has never happened on the show. This is the first time the 1.01 is up for grabs.
Wow. I'm excited.
Wow, dude.
And that's who I was probably going to take right there is Aaron Donald. But let's look.
Okay. That's probably a great idea. So, this is only like episode 4. Everybody has made it to the NFC Championship, I believe, or the championship game.
What are their conference championship?
Right. And I've done 30 to 40 of these offline. So I do know what is cool. I've won one Super Bowl, and that was with Aaron Rodgers that I took in the first.
Okay.
So if you want to go, this is your team. If you want to go Donald and get your guy, that's cool. But I'm saying maybe missing out on a quarterback, especially with pick 1 and then coming back to second round pick 32. You may be looking, Derek Carr as the best option, or like a Kirk Cousins later, 7th, 8th, 9th round or something.
Yeah. Man, now I don't know what I want to do. What quarterbacks do I got available? Let me see. I got them all available.
Dude, yeah, maybe the first pick, bro. I mean, it's up to you. It's not a big deal. This is a tough situation, having the first pick, because you're setting the tone for your team offensively, defensively, and, what's good. I mean, obviously taking like Christian McCaffrey, you probably shouldn't.
Yeah. You know that scene in Draft Day, because I'm a movie guy, where he writes Vontae Mack no matter what. Coming into this, I was like, I'm going to take Aaron Donald #1 no matter what if I get the #1 pick. So I'm going to stick with what I
Let's
said.
go.
Yeah.
I love that. Aaron Donald. So we're hitting it. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a mistake. Okay,
Smash
dude, I've only made one mistake, and this is like, I don't know, 50, 60 episodes in. I've only made one mistake.
Oh man, doesn't he look good in a Bucks jersey?
Man, I think he looks like he should be a Buck. Take over the number 55.
Mm-hmm.
Brooks.
My
Derek
favorite
Brooks.
player of
Even
all
though
time,
that was
actually.
a linebacker, though.
Mm-hmm.
But he could probably play linebacker. Go on.
When I worked at Barnes & Noble, my assistant store manager was Derek Brooks' backup in college at Florida State, and he never got to step on the field because Derek Brooks was so good.
That's awesome.
But he got a Cotton Bowl ring, so that was pretty cool.
Got that CBR, that Cotton Bowl ring.
All right.
Okay. So here we are. See, Derek Carr, what I tell you, which is cool. So it gets a little tough with a Madden draft. Like, you may think you may need to take a quarterback here, but like I said, Kirk Cousins is going to drop a little bit just due to age,
Yeah.
and like developments, maybe like a Jimmy G around 11 is possible. Not like, too big of a deal. Especially if there are other positions out here that you like. If you keep one of bolstering the defense, we got Tyrann Mathieu.
I might go offensive line.
That's something you could absolutely consider.
Was Zach Martin up there?
He is up there. What else? Trent Williams? Is that just the guy you like?
I like Zach Martin. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll go Zach Martin.
All right. What is that? What's that one? Not deal. Is it deal or no deal? Or come on, game show where you have to is this your final answer?
Is that the
how to
Who
get
Wants
a
to Be a Millionaire?
Millionaire.
Yeah, millionaire one. Yeah.
Yeah, I should have that as like a drop cue. Okay, so we're going Zach Martin.
Yeah. And I'll probably go exciting with the next picks. You're watching the NFL draft and it's like, oh my God, when are they going to take a
build
position
the team.
player?
But you got to build the team from the trenches, dude. Run it back. Okay, so you said you want to get crazy with it. So what are we getting crazy with it then?
Let's see.
I could sort by position too if you want it. Also, let me know to go slower. I forget that I'm looking at it, but it's delayed to you a little bit, so I have a little happy fingers. So if you need me to slow down, just let me know. So like you have two right ends, so I could move Miller to outside linebacker or left end. So just for strategy, keep that in mind.
Okay. Scroll back up.
Of course. Are we thinking position like wide receiver?
I want to look at the quarterbacks again. I want to see what's left.
You got that back-to-back picks, so
okay.
Like Matt Ryan may also fall. Like these guys may fall just due to age. Okay. Like definitely Tannehill and Cousins are going to fall, but like Baker's going to go because he's 25 and a star development. It just makes sense. Like, of course, maybe you'd consider one of these guys, Hurts, Lance, Fields, but it's not a dynasty. It's but it's your team. Who am I to tell you what to do? Sorry.
Go back to the best of best available overall.
Yep. So if you got one offensive lineman, there's their running backs you don't necessarily need. Don't feel you always got a body later. Yeah. Matthew's a great anchor on the defense. I mean, like Vita VA, bring him home. You got Davis, if you're in a 3-4 scheme, Levante David and Devin White, you got to, think maybe I do get another linebacker or a middle linebacker because you need at least two of those starting. And then don't forget strategy. You always get that one trade too. So you can punt the position. Who are you thinking of? What were you going to say?
I'm thinking, can you scroll right back one more time? I'm going to make it quick.
Down or up, bro? I don't.
Up.
What position? Tomorrow Davis,
let's.
VBA. Tight ends don't typically get targeted that much, so don't feel the need to take that as well.
Let's really bolster that offensive line.
Ooh, Williams.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah, dude, left tackle. I love him.
Now I can stick like undrafted free agent behind that line and run for.
We are going for a Kevin Goodson over there from the Green Bay Packers. Is that his name? Kevin Goodson? I think. Undrafted free agent out of Iowa State, I believe.
Oh, look at that belly. It looks just like me. All right.
Belly, baby. Let's go. What did you have for dinner today?
What did I have? We had Chick-fil-A, actually.
Oh, what sauce is your favorite?
I actually take the ranch and the buffalo and do a little mixture.
Love that, dude.
Do a little buffalo ranch.
But do you get a spicy sandwich already and then make it spicy, or do you get a spicy sandwich and make it spicier?
No, I don't want to go into what the spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A does to me, but
okay.
I make it.
But if you want to, let me know. I'm open here. Okay, so regulars, I get the regular sandwiches too. Okay. Because
All right,
I
so who we
also
got
could
here?
have similar situations going on. Wow, Hopkins is still here. Don't forget, you
Yeah,
get back-to-back picks as well, just for the
I'm gonna
fact.
take D Hop.
Okay, do you
wanna
want to
get a
think about
receiver.
these 2 picks? You definitely want to secure that in. What if I can tell you could get like Julio Jones in round 11?
Well, I'd want Julio in round 11 then.
If you want a receiver, I mean, Hopkins cannot deny it. This is a Madden simulation. Madden stats matter, so he's the best player available. He's going to make great catches for you. I would love that, but you have back-to-back picks. So is there like, don't forget,
Let's
3-4
see.
scheme, outside linebackers. The pass rushers are important. They do kind of go quickly compared to other positions, but that may also just be the top end talent is there. I know you talked about Hopkins. He's coming back on the suspension in real life in like 3 games. They desperately need a wide receiver.
Was DeMarcus Lawrence up there?
D. Lawrence was still there. You do get back-to-back picks, so if you want to think about a plan here of attack, Hopkins, Lawrence, Hopkins, maybe Gary, the outside linebacker, Jerron Payne, just to get a big boy down there. Max Crosby, shout out. Eastern Michigan, I think he went to.
Yeah, I want to get it. One of the outside linebackers where was. So scroll back down. Who's best available?
For sure. It's going to be Gary for sure.
Yeah, I'll take
this is
Gary.
left. This is a good pick. He's definitely not going to make around. Then Josh Allen. I mean, Roquan, you could move over to middle, but I think Rashawn Gary here is a great pick, especially to get that down. Rushing the passer is one of the important positions in Madden I found from playing and simulating. So here we go.
I feel like I'm building a true like mid 90s Bucks team with this defense here too.
Hey, dude, bring it back to the good old days. We need a Mike Allstott. And then here it is. It's Tyler Goodson. I was saying Kevin Goodson. Thank you, Craig,
Goodson.
for fixing my horrible mistake. I'm sorry, Tyler, if you're watching. But just know I was a big fan of you. And I always took him in like round 4 and 5s of dynasty leagues. Like when I was drafting early in like March, like, you know, this guy may get a team, but turns out he didn't get drafted. Whatever. We still have, again, you have back-to-back picks here. So you have one more pick. Hopkins Lawrence is what you're mulling, probably, right?
Yeah.
Hey, dude, this is your team, bro.
Julio in the 11th. So if I can
Right,
get Julio
but he's
in the
also
11th.
like he's an 83 overall in this game or 82 or something. Like you could get Odell late single digits. You can get Julio like not great, but like round 11, he's still an 83 overall.
I'll pass on receiver now.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, and let's go back to best available defense.
For sure. Best available defense. I mean, we're looking at, I'm just showing you by positions because sometimes it's a little wonky. But just so you know, we could move Roquan to middle linebacker. You could take the other outside linebacker with Josh Allen. And then, of course, Max Crosby is still there. But definitely Dexter Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence is for sure there. And that 90 overall, you can't teach overall in Madden. Like, you know, stats are stats in Madden. Injuries are turned off. You got nothing to worry about. Cornerbacks also typically fall as well. So, you know, it's between Hopkins or Lawrence, it seems, for you. So whatever you...
I'm going to go Lawrence.
I like that's a very load the wagon move. So in load the wagon, like I said, we're episodes 50, 60 deep. There's been 8 Super Bowl champions. But the one thing that I've never seen in my history of Madden is what Mike, Daddy's Home, did. And he had a perfect season.
Wow.
19-0, 16, was it 16? It might have been during 21 when there were 16 games and then 3 in the playoffs. And he went just defense heavy. Like he went Donald, he went all these defensive heavy. So I really like what you're doing here.
Have you thought about bringing all the Super Bowl champions back on and make them do it all again to get a super champion?
Dude, that's such a cool thing, man. And I think that's a great idea because you can hold 10 on a live stream and there's been 8. There's been 8 champions. I'm 9. You can be 10, Joey. Let's make that happen. Oh my God.
I think it's going to happen.
Let's go, baby. Okay. I'm fired up now. Let's get fired up. Okay. Were you oohing like a Justin Simmons?
Well, I saw Saquon was there and like,
yeah,
I know I don't need a running back yet, but that's tempting.
That's
and
your
I've got
boy.
back-to-back.
What if I could tell you could get Fournette like early 10s, like 11, 12, 13? That's 3 overall cheaper.
I'll wait.
Double the rounds.
I like that you're helping me a little bit because it's been a while since
what you want to do. It's your team, bro.
Yeah.
Like Javon Holland's a great pick. Shout out to the Miami Dolphins. He's 22 years old, heading into his 2nd season. He's so good, but it's like you could just get a better player. Again, it's a simulation. Like it kind of matters their statistics and if it's a better player. But of course, people like love to do their what they want to do, make it a fun show and do it a different thing. But if you want to take it serious, there's a lot of variables involved. If you want to be the 10th
somewhat
best,
serious, like I want to win. Like
best,
I want to win. I don't want.
Hey, as long as we have fun out here, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
I want Saquon if you want him. Okay.
No, scroll back up.
We're at high.
Give me Justin Simmons.
Jay Sims, dude. And you see that purple thing?
Mm-hmm.
So that means it's a scheme fit, but it seems to matter more for linebackers. Like you don't want a Khalil Mack in a zone coverage linebacker scheme. So safeties, receivers, offensive line, running backs, it doesn't really matter that much, but maybe an outside linebacker would, or a middle linebacker, who's a zone guy, but can't convert to like a pass rush one. So don't be too worried about that.
So we're in the 8th round now. All right, let's see.
The 7th round, man. We're having fun. Shout out to sevens. You do need a second pass rusher. Like I said, it does go a little bit quickly with the pass rushers, but don't forget, you also do have the trade. And you remember in this 3-4 scheme, you may need a couple middle linebackers, at least one. Just so you know,
man.
Just so you know, not a big deal. I'll bring it back to the quarterbacks because I know you've been mulling it. And like I said, I wouldn't lie. These guys hang around for a little bit.
Yeah.
For a little bit longer, even. I know you were worried a little bit about the receivers. I'm not lying to you. These guys are going to be here. Shout out to Herms.
I gave him the real deal.
I was curious if you're going to come dressed up.
Yeah. I thought, I'm mulling the next episode of what I'm going to do with it and how many I'm going to do this year. And I've got a full slate over at FYF, and I don't want to get away from starts and citations at all.
No,
but they got me working pretty hard over there. So
that's cool, man. It doesn't matter. That's a character. There's got to have multiple characters in your bag.
Exactly.
But that's awesome, man. Check that out. Front Yard Fantasy, FYF Fantasy on Twitter and YouTube, I believe. I could be wrong, Joey.
YouTube, everywhere, yeah.
FYF Fantasy.
We've got
FYF,
the morning show.
FY Fantasy. Sorry, morning show with Andrew Cooper.
Yep, Coop's on with us every morning, 7 to 10. And then I'm on the Sunday morning show from, is it 11 to 1? So right before kickoff, pre-gaming with Front Yard Fantasy over on Better Sports.
You guys shotgunning beers or what? Are you pre-gaming or like you?
We have a guy that oh man, I feel so bad I forget his name. Works for Better Sports, and he actually goes to the parking lot at MetLife and goes and talks to fans, sees what they're cooking and whatnot on Sundays. It's pretty fun.
That's cool, man. So check it out. A bunch of wholesome, good content over there. Front Yard Fantasy. I love that little short plug. We have people in the audience saying what you need to go. Isaiah Simmons, and then of course Craig is saying Jamison Crowder. Really got to bolster up that wide receiver core.
If Crowder is there towards the end, I will take him just for you.
But
it's got to make sense. It's got to make sense for the team.
Love that. And if you need a quick refresher, here is your team that you have drafted.
Yeah, let me see my positions that I need to fill. Okay.
So you see next to our faces here, to like.
Yeah, I'm looking at those.
Our right, I guess. No, whatever. Right here, this is your defensive team. You see, you have your positions, and if I switch over here, it's offensive team. You could kind of see what you have positioned, just so you know. And then I'm just showing you your current team. You got your guys here looking pretty solid, but it kind of comes down to this moment right here that we are living in.
I want to get a defensive tackle because I don't have.
Yeah, I mean, just like any other position, there'll be some that will fall. Especially like an older guy.
I don't want one of those yet.
Yeah, you don't.
I didn't like those.
Like I said, the pass rushers are kind of going. Like we're looking at Melvin. Like I could move a left outside linebacker over Shaq Thompson. Doesn't really fit the scheme.
Did Randy Gregory did he fit the scheme?
What position is he?
He's back there at left tackle.
Left tackle. This guy. If I moved him over to right outside linebacker, he would, because you're looking for a speed rusher. So you're looking for the finesse moves, not necessarily the power moves. But he's lucky where he kind of has both. And you specifically picked this guy out. So are we thinking Randy Gregory?
Yeah, let's do it.
Love that. I can move him over there to right outside linebacker for you. And we could kick it off here. Now we are in round 8. Round 8, pick 32. You have back-to-back picks here. You so far are missing kind of the one middle linebacker, whatever. The secondary people will fall. I kind of liked what you were maybe thinking. You kind of have 2 defensive linemen knocked down, which is pretty solid.
I don't want Kyle check.
Yeah, maybe this middle linebacker. Yeah, and of course, if you want, you can move over Donald to defensive tackle as well. just to keep in thought, maybe is it time to bolster one of the middle linebackers down at least? I mean, we're looking at some
let me grab
solid
CJ Mosley.
It's a good pick, man. I like that idea right there.
Yeah.
Especially because you need at least one.
Yep.
Definitely need two. And you get the trade, man. So, like, keep that in mind. Let's see. Quarterback, I could probably whip it to you here and show it. And then if you want to nay it back, that'd be
I'm just
cool.
going to see how long Matt Ryan's going to hang around.
I feel confident at least round 11, but if I lied to you, I'm sorry. This could be a thing where
I'm going to roll the dice one more round. I'm not going to go with Ryan yet.
I think that's a good idea, man.
Yeah,
Especially
right,
we
let
got
me see what I need to fill.
Guys. We got Poyer, Harrison Smith.
Got 2 offensive linemen.
Yeah, you got offensive linemen, and I think you'll be a little bit comfortable there.
Let me see Harrison Smith real quick.
Harrison Smith, strong safety. Shout out Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to Lizzo. And he's a superstar, man. And I don't even tell you about that. You want Harrison Smith, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I think I'm going to go undefeated. I think Mikey's going to have some competition.
Hey, man, if you win, that's what's going to happen. Next Super Bowl
hope.
champion. Hopefully, it's probably tough to do it during the season. So maybe in the offseason, that's something to think about, especially with like a couple of the people who have won a Super Bowl. I know it's tight schedules out there, especially during the content season. Dude.
Oh, dude.
You're just doing content. So I love that idea, man. And that's something I'll have to do. I love that. Okay. What quarterback?
Let's see what quarterback.
He's still there.
Is he?
Yeah, man.
Well, I'm not going to take him because I can take him in the next round because I've got back-to-back picks. So I'm going to push even further. So let's look and see what else.
Yeah, man. I like that. Okay, so maybe you snag your first wide receiver. I mean, you are looking at Robert Woods, Odell Beckham. They're there. They're chilling for you.
Let's grab Odell Beckham.
Yeah. Yeah. You can even go back to back here, dude.
And you know what?
Roll the dice because I could probably.
I'm gonna roll quarterback one more round.
I could probably trade
go crazy.
I could trade for a quarterback if you want, man.
Let me see the wide receivers again. I might.
It's Bobby Trees and Julio. You need at least 2. This playbook definitely requires at least 2.
Give me Julio
over Robert Woods, even though I know Julio is going to be there. He's a star. Julio's not. It's your team, bro. I'm sorry.
I know. Yeah, okay, we're going to wait one more round. All right, what else do I need?
You definitely need another wide receiver, but defensive tackle, someone like Calais Campbell, he's a superstar. I can move over to defensive tackle.
Get Calais Campbell.
As well. Oh, man, I like this. We're going risky at the wide receiver position.
Okay, and we'll see what's left.
Greg, Allen Robinson, you got to do something for us, Joey, here. You got to make Allen Robinson a thing.
I'll tell you what, I've been trying to make him a thing all season, and if he can be a thing anywhere, hopefully he'll be a thing here for us too.
Slow the wagon.
Showing up.
And Matt Ryan is still here.
Yes,
I'm telling you, he's probably still there.
I kind of want to get Julio now too.
Go both.
Yeah, give me Julio and Matt Ryan.
Yeah, no, boo.
What? Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, Julio Jones joining the Bucks again, just like real life, and then Matt Ryan.
All right, now it's coming together. Now it's coming together.
Looking like crap on the Colts, but that doesn't matter because he is pretty solid here in the Madden simulation. So let's ride. Matt Ryan. Sorry, it's a little laggy out here too.
No.
The offense is looking pretty good, man. I really like what you're doing, and the defense is coming together pretty well. You're looking for a couple secondaries, another middle linebacker, just for kind of depth. I mean, he'll play obviously, as you know, in 3-4 scheme, but sometimes it's like in a nickel. There's only still 2 linebackers, but whatever. I digress. You're looking for another pass catcher, a tight end, and then of course your running backs. And do not forget about the 3 offensive linemen that you need. But I still feel I'm pretty happy with what's going on here. Like I know what's coming on the horizon in this draft, and I think you're doing pretty well.
I think I want to hit an offensive lineman with one of my next 2 picks. Whoa. And then
lineman, bro.
And a middle linebacker.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Let's see what we got though.
Yeah. I feel guys are gonna fall. I think you don't need a middle linebacker right now. Maybe within the next 2 or 3 rounds after this. Here are some corners.
Best available?
This is best available. You do not have it, but we can move someone like Devin McCourty, who also has the superstar development, over to corner.
What was AJ Boye's at? What was his ranking at?
81 overall and a normal development.
Kind of low. Okay.
And a normal. overalls won't really change safety to cornerback just for the things. I mean, 87 zone, 82 man, he could play it for you. And he's a superstar. Superstars earn extra abilities during simulation.
So yeah, we grab McCourty.
I think that's a good, because you
Yep.
you need one cornerback. You definitely need two. With how this team is going and drafting, I think it's important to hit that position right now. Linebacker, I'm still confident you could snag a guy next 2 picks, like a Nakobe Dean. He's a 76 overall and he's a rookie, but like that's just basically all you need there.
Okay.
Let's see. Wide receiver, you're probably chilling.
Yeah, I can hold off
chilling.
on wide receiver for a little while.
Yeah. Tight end, you're definitely
Yeah.
chilling. Not a big deal.
No,
Best
no tight end.
available is probably going to be on the offensive line, Ben Jones. Oh, Zeitler's
Yeah.
here. Wow, Zeitler. He's 85. All these
Yeah,
other
give me
guys.
Zeitler.
Wow, that's so lucky. That's a great
Yeah.
pick, man.
I do, and I want an offensive line this round, so this is good. Okay.
Yeah, yep. So maybe another cornerback. You only have one. You have your 2 safeties, which is cool, but if you have 2 stud receivers, another team is as well.
Oh, look at that belly. I'm loving the bellies on my team.
Shout out to Thick Boys. Shout out to Maddie Kroll.
Thick 6.
Shout out with 2 C's.
Have we had a thick 6 this year?
I don't
Through
know.
3 weeks?
I don't think I've seen Maddie tweet about it.
We would have heard about it.
We are lacking at cornerback. Wow, you hate to see it, but that's not a big deal because there's some 2 good bodies here. We got Charvarius Ward, Akello Witherspoon, Kyle Fuller, or Bryce Callahan.
So Witherspoon looks like he'll fit my scheme because he's got the purple thing.
Oh, but let's show you about this. All right, so purple thing scheme, right? Cornerbacks. So let's look at his stats. 87 man, 82 zone, 73 press, right? He fits your scheme. 87, 82, 73. 87, 82, 73. And then Charvarius Ward, who does not fit your scheme, he's 79, 84, 90. So he's actually better, but he doesn't fit your scheme. So that's, something you don't really need to worry about for corners.
Wait, did he go to Middle Tennessee State?
Yeah, man. He was on the Chiefs, and now
Here, I'm going to tell you why. We're going to draft him.
Yes,
and I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Because right now we have a hurricane headed towards me, and I need someone from Middle Tennessee State because they know how to handle hurricanes.
Shout out to Miami.
They beat Miami last week.
Wasn't
it Middle Tennessee State? Yeah.
I don't know, but that's a good joke, man. I love
it
that.
was. It was. I might need to somebody double check that in the chat.
Tweet that out, bro.
Yeah. I think somebody else actually that is a stolen joke. I forget where I stole it from, but yeah.
That's okay, man. Still tweet it out. Nothing's original these days.
It's really
So you got your
what are we looking at?
cornerbacks.
What are we looking at?
Oh, maybe that other middle linebacker potentially.
Yeah,
I mean, look at these. I told you these bodies are here, man.
Oh,
Denzel Perryman, Jawan Bentley, run stoppers.
Give me Perryman because I just spoke so illy about Miami. So let's I'm gonna mend my ways with the hurricane so it doesn't do too much damage.
Shout out to Troy.
Yeah.
Shout out Miami. I love that, man. So your defense is coming together pretty nicely. You have your 3 linemen, 4 linebackers, 2 corners, 2 safeties. Definitely need at least another corner. 3 outer sets are a thing. You're looking for 2 more offensive linemen, another receiver, running backs, and a tight end.
Okay. I'm going to wait on tight end. I feel like I can get a good tight end.
Maybe Ben Jones or Roger Saffold may be your best bet here. Yeah, Charles Reynolds. He's an 81, so he's your highest. Oh, Balaga's here. 82 overall, the highest overall. You need a right tackle.
Yep.
Maybe even run it back here with Ben Jones, and that's your offensive line.
Yeah. Perfect.
Is that cool?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's your offensive line, man. I love that. And now you could kind of hit home on these last skill position players. So in this simulation, the second running back will get, I don't know, anywhere from like 60 to 100-ish carries or touches. So it's not necessarily important to have a second.
I still need my center, right? Okay, yeah, you're grabbing Ben Jones. Perfect.
Yeah. So, it's cool to have a second, but like you don't need to prioritize it, especially because when we simulate the draft, the team will address your needs and like maybe you get like a Melvin Gordon as your backup. Or if you want to go 2 running backs, that's totally cool, man. It's your team out here. Or just punt running back and don't do any. Oh, dude, Fournette's still here.
Yeah,
wow.
I need. Oh, okay. What do I need? So I need
a running back, another wide receiver, but you already have 2, and then a tight end. And don't forget, you do have a trade.
Yeah, I have the trade. So,
and like I said, tight ends don't typically get involved much. They may, but
I want. I want Fournette. Like,
Yeah, you do. He's the 85 overall, man.
yeah, give me Fournette.
He's 85 overall. He knows the system. He's a good locker room guy out there in Tampa Bay. He's out there. You need Lenny, especially in the playoffs. You know how it goes. Okay. You do need the wide receiver. The tight ends are here. Another running back. You could go back to back running backs and just have a running backs, but like, whatever.
I'm gonna hold off on running back. Let me see the wide receivers that are available.
You got speed. You can't teach speed in Madden. We got Curtis Samuel, Hamler, Paris Campbell, Traylon Burke. Shout out. Rookie of the year.
Since this isn't the real, like, I don't need to worry about injuries. Let me see Sammy Watkins.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's a good scheme right there.
Yeah.
I like that, man. Sammy Watkins.
Give me Sammy Watkins.
I was only 29. Good for him. Okay, so you got your 3 receivers. You do need another tight end, another running back if you want. Usually we go about 25 rounds, so this is the 22nd, so about 3 more picks or so.
Do I need another offensive lineman?
You got your 5, man.
I've got all 5. Okay.
I just got to adjust it around, but you do have 5.
Perfect.
There.
All right.
You have
So
your 1 running back, and in a scheme, we could put someone like Cordarrelle Patterson at receiving running back, 3rd down running back, and put Lenny at power back. Wow.
Yep.
And he's a superstar, I think. He's a superstar. Wow. That's a lethal team. You do need your tight ends, so don't forget about that, and maybe another corner. But tight ends is something I could trade for, or a corner I could trade for, or whatever you kind of are thinking, or no trade. Like people do no trades. It's all good.
Let's see best available on corner and tight end.
Love that. 78s, Harris and Joe Hayden, and then tight ends we're looking at probably Albert Ukawebunam, and then
give me Joe Hayden, Florida Gator.
Florida, we're keeping it in Miami, baby. Yeah. Okay, Joe Hayden. So, fun fact, out of all the load the wagons, there's been, like I said, 8 winners or so. 7 of them had Tom Brady and Joe Hayden. The only person to do it was Cooter, who went Drew Brees and like Chris Harris or something. She paved her own lane with the only non-Tom Brady Super Bowl champion load the wagon. But here we are.
Where's his belly? He needs a belly.
He's a cornerback, man.
He's got a fanny pack, though. That's pretty cool.
Shout out to fanny packs, man. Okay, tight ends you now need for sure.
Okay. All right, let's look at tight ends.
We are looking at Hayden Hurst, Jimmy Graham, Blake Jarwin, Jelani Woods.
Hayden Hurst.
Fits the scheme.
Yeah.
This is now the 25th pick. How are you going to end your draft? You pretty much have everything. Madden simulation will fill your needs. This is kind of your pick right here. If you want to go kicker, punter, fullback, whatever you want to do. Backup quarterback.
Let's look at the fullbacks.
Another receiver. Kyle Juszczyk is for sure going to be.
No, I want another receiver. Let me see the receivers.
Okay.
So I got 3, but I
think it's a good idea. Ooh, KJ Osborne. Because you could put him at the slot. Like he's a slot guy in real life, while these guys are playmakers on the outside. So they're staying on the outside. You got a guy come in for the slot. But also that's just me in my head. I'm sorry.
No, I like it. I don't want MVB. I want MVS, even though he's got the purple thing. Yeah,
this is age. This is age. If you want to, we got Matchy, Dobbs, whatever his name is, Dubs. I think it is actually. Matchy.
You know what? I'm feeling the love tonight. Give me Romeo. Give me Romeo. I want some love tonight.
Yeah, we could even start him. Yeah. Oh, I like that, man. You could put Odell in the slot. He'd probably be a dope slot guy. But here we are. Okay. So here it is, everybody. Now we're going to take it away. We're going to simulate the team. I will make the necessary edits to your team to kind of fill the positions in.
Did I take too long making my team? Drafting?
No, usually about 28 to like 35 minutes is an ideal goal. And this is perfect.
I'm in the lane.
You also feel like you don't really have much. Usually sometimes people will be like, I got something to do, and then I'll keep it up. But you felt the vibes. The vibes are doing well. But here we are, Joey. Okay, Shots Front Yard Fantasy. What would your death row meal be?
Oh, wow. So any meal, it would be sushi from my favorite sushi place here in Orlando.
Okay. What kind of are we thinking? Like, are you deep into the sushi game, like sashimi or whatever?
I mean, I've definitely had the boat brought to the table before with the sashimi, but I mean, I go out with my wife, we get the rolls. I like the ones with the cream cheese in it. It's very like Americanized sushi, but I do enjoy it a lot.
It doesn't matter. It's your favorite. It's your death row meal. Is that it? Because, people were like, give me a KFC chicken, give me a McDonald's fry. What is your platter, dude?
So I've got my sushi for oh man. I know what I want for dessert. There's
What?
this killer barbecue place in Orlando. It's called Four Rivers, and they make this banana Foster's bread pudding, which is
Wow.
basically just like banana Foster's and then bread pudding like made a baby, and it's just like it's amazing. For my wedding at the rehearsal dinner, we had them bake an entire platter of it, and that was the
Nice.
dessert we served. It's incredible.
Love that. Shout out to the barbecue place that did that pudding.
Four Rivers, yeah. And
4 hours.
they're official sponsor of Load the Wagon, I believe now. So that's just great that we just
Hit us
mentioned them. But yeah,
You're in
just
the Florida
sushi
area.
and the bread pudding. That's all I need.
I love that. Okay. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to?
Oh,
Mandatory.
bowling already has it. Mandatory.
Golf has it, you know.
I think diving, like Olympic diving.
Yeah, dude, they have to do the somersault. Nice. That's a good one.
There'd be lots of belly flops. Yeah, Olympic diving.
I like that one, man. That's a good one. Olympic diving. Okay, cool. Okay, would you rather go to jail for a year
Okay.
or go to jail with a Rubik's Cube and when you solve it, you can get out? This is assuming you're not like a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah,
master.
I'm not one of those people.
So jail for a year or go to jail with the Rubik's Cube. Whenever you get it solved, you can leave.
Oh, I would go the Rubik's Cube because I could get it solved. I would figure it out within a year, like the method of it. Yeah.
Okay. That's all right. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. What would be your weapon of choice in a zombie apocalypse?
Oh, it's a cricket bat. I mean, we've all seen. If you haven't seen Shaun of the Dead, go see Shaun of the Dead. Cricket bat never runs out of bullets. You just keep whacking.
What if it breaks?
It won't break. It's an indestructible cricket bat that I have.
It won't break. It's an indestructible cricket bat in the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. Okay. So if you could pick one ambassador to meet aliens, who would it be?
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. You had that like ready. We don't have
Yeah, no, like if regardless of what's happened in the last, like let's say 2 months, there's some stuff out there, but you know, let's go like 1990s, 1980s Bill Murray. Like who else like would you want to meet? Like it's Bill Murray.
Yeah,
He's every situation Bill Murray's ready for it. So yeah, Bill Murray.
Okay, Bill Murray. I'm trying to think of my other questions. Okay, let's see. If you could be a fly on the wall in one room, whose room would you pick?
So like just to like hear what's going on in there.
Yeah, listen, see what's going on. The fly in the wall of one person's room. Who would it be?
Oh man. That's a great question. Oh, yeah, you know what? Let me be a fly on the wall when like Quentin Tarantino's writing his next film. I want to hear how he's doing it, what he's putting on.
Yeah, like what is he listening to? Like some like country album or something? Like what if he has like Finding Nemo on repeat? He just loves Disney Pixar.
Dude's it wouldn't surprise me. Dude's incredible.
So that's your favorite. Oh, okay. I should have had some of these productions. So you is he your favorite producer, writer,
director?
Everything.
So
director,
I would say that I would probably say Stanley Kubrick is my favorite.
What's a movie that I would know?
So Kubrick did like The Shining, 2001 Space Odyssey,
Again,
Clockwork Orange.
Awkward Orange sounds good.
That's
what I ate this morning, dude. It was a little sour.
Yeah, like of like current day directors, yeah, Quentin Tarantino.
Oh wow, so this guy's an old one. Oh, let's go back to dude you're talking about.
Yeah, so Kubrick, I mean, what's cool about Stanley Kubrick is he basically made a film in pretty much every genre there is, and he arguably made probably the best film of that genre, like sci-fi. 2001 Space Odyssey is pretty much regarded as one of the greatest sci-fi films. Doctor Strangelove is like a comedy that is one of the best comedies,
and that's
ever.
Not to be confused with Doctor Strange.
Exactly. Yes, very, very different films. The Shining. Have you seen The Shining, Corey?
No, dude, I don't. Corey. I literally don't watch movies, so that's
okay.
why, like, something that I know, like a movie that I just recently watched was probably like a Kevin Hart movie on Netflix, just to pass time.
That's fine.
Or pass the vibes. Not time.
You know what? There's different lanes in life, and as long as we're driving down them, we're all.
I was not in the movie scene, so that's why it's interesting to hear about like some of these writers and directors. I like a good direction, even if it could be a music video or a stand-up special. If it's produced and directed well, I'm a big fan of that.
Awesome. Yeah, I was a film critic for a while, and so I've seen these are all movies behind me. I've seen way too many of them, and
you've seen
more than one time.
Love that. Okay, one last question here, and then we
Yes.
can kick it back to your Madden team. Shout out to Brad Bull.
Hey, Brad.
I hope Wednesday is cool, Brad. He's in the future. That joke
Yeah.
probably gets old for him. But shout out to Australia. Love that. And shout out to little P. I hope she's doing well too. And your wife, Brad. Okay, one last question. I gotta think
Yes.
if which one I want to do. Okay, if you could have witnessed one event in history, past or present, what would it be?
I would have liked to seen Hank Aaron hit 715.
Boom.
Break Babe Ruth's record. I'm a lifelong Atlanta Braves fan, and Hank Aaron is probably one of my favorite human beings ever to walk this earth. To be in Atlanta the night that he broke that record, would
And
that
catch
would be
that
my
ball.
moment of history.
Catch
Yeah.
it.
I would love to catch the ball. Yeah.
Oh, whoa, catch those balls. All right. So here we are. So this is
All right, here we go.
We'll give it a quick run through. You're looking pretty solid. I'll actually go to the depth chart.
Who allowed Mason Rudolph on my team?
I could cut him if you want. And you got David Blau. You're looking pretty white at that position. Okay. Depth chart. So, like I said, we got your positions down. I changed them around. Think about your team as we go through this depth chart. Think about maybe a trade you would like to maybe do or not do. You let me know. But you do have these guys here. We have Odell, Julio, Watkins, and Dubs with N'Keal Harry reviving his career. Looking pretty solid there. Do you want me to change anything around in that order for the wide receivers?
Pull them back up. They looked good when it was.
They're in order of the overall you drafted, and the only thing that's going to matter is the slot receiver depth chart role, which I will bring it to you. So,
Okay.
You're looking pretty solid. Left end, right end. Defensive tackle, we moved Campbell up. He's a 91 now. You got Gregory at left. Actually, they're probably both fine. They're switched. They're fine. They're not a big deal. Cornerbacks, you're looking solid here. We got McCourty, Ward, and Hayden. And then
Perfect.
just some nice little young guys here working for a roster spot there. Safeties are looking good. So third down running back, this is what you probably want. Patterson. And then, you got Duke Johnson. Shout out to Duke. Power running back. Definitely Fournette. So
Alex Collins down there too.
Alex
Wow.
Collins, you legend. And then, slot receiver. Currently, you have Cordarrelle Patterson there. We could move like Odell there, Julio there. Anyone you want. So typically, it seems that a slot role will see a lot of the targets. So I'm unsure what you kind of want to do here.
Let's have some fun. So is Odell my one receiver? Julio's number is 2.
Odell is the one. So like Julio, and that two's that Julio will go in the slot then, according to this.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I love that. This is looking fine. So when Cooter won her Super Bowl, the only one to do it with not Tom Brady, Julio Jones was her Super Bowl MVP. So we're looking pretty solid out
Let's
here.
go.
Wow.
Mark Lawrence, Randy Gregory.
Yeah. But you still have Rashawn Gary. I'll put Gregory as the backup here too. This is fine. This is not a big deal. Don't worry. I've not found much to go along. You need Donald there. Sub linebackers. Yeah. Mosley and Perriman probably are your best bet. Oh, you took Perriman. That's right. Okay. So are you thinking about doing a trade or not?
Do we need a washing machine? Because if we do, we can trade Mason Rudolph off my team for a washing machine.
I mean, I'll have to check in with the
no. So
the staff.
So how does the trade work? Is there somebody I can go out and get, or is it more of a?
Yeah, I mean, the world's yours here, man, and I'm just trying to live in it.
You seem really happy with what I got.
But you could always upgrade. Like I could try to get you Zach Ertz at tight end instead of Hurst. Or if you just love your guys, like
You
the
know
trade's
what?
there. Like I
Can
said,
you go out and is Pat Fryermuth in here or no?
yeah, that may be a little hard just
That's
due to
hard,
his
okay.
age and star development. But
Mm.
maybe an older guy is a little bit easier to get. I mean, I could probably throw a first and get Fryermuth.
No,
Like
go see if you
draft
can get
pick.
Ertz. Go see if you can get Ertz.
I feel a lot of confident in getting Ertz. Let me pull up tight ends and go to NFL overall. Like, what if we could get like Kelsey?
Oh, if I get Kelsey, I mean, let's get Kelsey.
Kelsey, 32 years old. You want to try?
Yeah, let's try to get Travis Kelsey.
And then we'll kick
Let's
it off
try.
here and simulate it and see how this team does. What are you thinking? How do you think about this team, man?
I mean, I think I'm at least going to the NFC Championship. I'd be surprised if I don't.
I should have remembered the best player. Oh, okay. Do you feel comfortable throwing a first?
Yes.
So I have had reload the wagon where guests come back on and reload with their teams. We go through the rookies. I import a rookie draft class, but you also have to have the privilege. Oh yeah, this is not going to be possible.
Okay.
You gotta have the privilege to reload the wagon. Only a couple have been done. Like, of course, Daddy Mike had to come back on and reload the wagon. Okay. I think Ertz is more likely plausible down here at 84 overall, 31 years old, only a star as opposed to like that superstar Kelsey was. This is definitely something way more plausible. Probably like a third and like a fifth next year. Call it a day. Packers are happy with that.
Let's do that.
Easy money. Let me just make sure he's going to start for you. Sometimes when you trade for a player in a Madden, like it reworks the depth chart really awkwardly. And then we could go ahead and simulate. So we'll simulate to the midseason, see how your team's doing. How do you think you're going to be? That's like 6, 7, 8 games?
I think I'm going to be 7-1.
7-1. Okay. And I think the best record was maybe Andrew Cooper, who went 15-2. Okay. And then, of course, 17-3. He lost, or whatever it is. Lost the NFC Championship game. Cooter's coming off an NFC Championship. Okay, we're good. Nice. Hurst. Wow. All right. So you said 7-1. Okay, we'll simulate here. We'll check out the stats, see how is it going with your team. And then if you want me to switch anything around, switch the vibes on your team, we'll see what's good. All right. Let's advance here to the midseason. Joey Wright, load the wagon. Shout out to the Tampa Bay Bucks. Shout out to halftimes. How do you feel about Rihanna and then maybe, Lady Gaga doing halftime show?
So, yeah, there was all these rumors about Taylor Swift, and I was like, okay,
Taylor
that's
Swift,
cool.
how can I forget about her?
And then Rihanna, she had the image with the football where she's holding it up.
Yeah, but nothing. It's
I'm
just
cool
assumed.
with Rihanna. It's going to be top. It's going to be hard to top last year.
Oh,
that might have been one of the best halftime. So I think Prince is the best halftime show, but last year was so effing great. I don't know if we can say the F word on the show. So.
I have a, I think you're okay.
Okay.
I have nothing to lose for sure. Go ahead. I have nothing to lose out here. Wow. 6-1, Joey. You said 7-1, but if you had 7 games, you would have said 6-1. Woo! So you were right. 6-1. The Bucks are dominating.
Let's go.
Insert their division. Let's check out the stats here. Matt Ryan is first in passing yards, 11 in touchdowns, 6th in rating. Fournette, first in touchdowns, but 25th in yards, but he's doing his job. Odell, average. Yeah. But you have options, Jack Harlow. Yeah. You have Jack Harlow on that offense. Let's go ahead and kick it here and see how you're doing. Wow, 14-1. The dude is doing it. Yes. Fournette, Patterson's doing his backup, 10 touchdowns receiving. You're spreading the ball around. 4 options are above 400 yards. Wow.
I'm doing good.
Watkins was a great
pick.
pick.
Has 415, and this is the midpoint of the season?
Yeah, dude. And Patterson's out there. Hurst is out there. Dubs got a tutty. We're out here, man. Duke Johnson scored. Let's go. This is a
N'Keal Harry got a touchdown?
Of course he did. Why doesn't he?
Oh,
nice. Man. Oh, my God. Through 7 games, Aaron Donald has 15 sacks.
Wow.
8 for Lawrence, 5 for Gary, 4 for Campbell.
What's the season record? What's the NFL record?
I don't know, but it's gotta be broken by Donald. We could probably look that. Not many picks, but whatever. Mosley's looking to be a great pick, man. I love that you picked him, leading your team in tackles. Donald is dominating. How's your kicker doing? 6 for 6. Shout out to Tucker.
Who's my kicker? Tucker McCann.
Wow. Kick return. Watkins. Wow. Patterson just doing his job. Of course he is. Okay, let's go ahead and simulate it here to the playoffs and see if your team, currently 6-1, will get into the playoffs.
Oh, I think I'm getting in the playoffs.
Let's check out this division, see if it's competitive. I'm assuming not. If you are 6-1, wow, okay, Panthers 4-3 and then 2-5, so we're looking pretty solid here. Let's go ahead and kick it to the playoffs to see how this NFC South Buccaneers, Joey Wright led division ends up being. Wow, I'm curious to see who wins MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. Donald has to win Defensive Player of the Year. MVP, Matt Ryan could be the guy. 15 sacks, halfway point. That's amazing, let alone for a whole season for 15. He's got to be going for 25. What is it, 22 and a half? Did TJ Watt break it last year or tie it?
That sounds about right.
13-4 Buccaneers. You easily got.
Yeah, I'm in there.
Easily you have a first round bye. It has to be.
Yeah.
How do I see awards? I got to see these stats, man. I'm too curious on this team.
Yeah.
second in passing yards, fifth in touchdowns, sixth in passer rating.
Woo.
Matt Ryan may be your MVP, ladies and gentlemen. 5 interceptions. Oh my God.
50
Fournette,
40 touch.
21 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. Receiving, you had 3 options over 1,000 with
Wow.
Ertz, 12 tutties. Wow.
Look at Sammy Watkins with his little 870. That's so respectful.
Dude, yeah. And then even like Dubs out here doing his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, let's see how it is. Oh, wow. Okay. I think we may have set a record here with 24 and then 17 and a half and then 10. 3 people over 10. Donald at 24. That may be a record, but he needed an extra game to do it. Joey, how do you feel about that?
I feel great about it. So Mosley,
right.
How many tackles does Mosley have?
128. Let's just see the NFL lead. Mosley 120. I feel like that's low. How do we see? 167 by a rookie too.
Wow. Chad
Wow.
Milma.
167. That blew out. Wow. Good for him. Oh, yeah. We have to see sacks. What? 33 and a half?
What?
For Myles Garrett? You were easily in second, but 33 and a, this is insane. Okay, let's go ahead and simulate it to your the divisional championship or whatever it is. We'll simulate. Wow, 33 and a half. Jeez Louise. That's more than 2 a game. He has to be MVP. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Love the wagon. Buccaneers, Joey Wright. Let's go. Simulate to next week. We are looking to be at the divisional playoff national championship. Going up against the 9-8 divisional opponent, Falcons.
Oh, I've got
whatever. We're at Raymond James. We are at RJS. It's 4:35 p.m. 92 defense. Your defense is stout. Are you ready to simulate this game and see if you have made it to the NFC Conference Championship?
What happens if I don't? Does the screen just go black?
Yeah, man. It's a funeral for you. Yay, but it does not matter. 24-8 victory going now in the NFC Championship. This is a Load the Wagon Season 3, 4th guest, 4th appearance. No Super Bowl. No. Cooter lost the Super Bowl last episode. You hate to see it, but that doesn't matter. Sorry, Cooter. Don't want me to bring it up.
Well, she's a Saints fan, so.
Sorry, Jessica. 13-4, 10-7 Seattle. Buccaneers. Seahawks. We're at RJS, Raymond James Stadium again. Are you ready?
I feel good about it. Yeah, I'm going to win this.
The Super Bowl.
I'm going to make the Super Bowl.
My heart's pounding, bro. I'm on this side of the screen. This is your team.
So this is the NFC Championship, right? Did I make it?
No. Oh. You lost 20-17. 20-17 loss, Joey.
That's what I get for talking about Cooter.
Oh my God. I was thinking that you were going to make that, but 13-4. What are you? 2-1 in the 1-1 in the playoffs. That's 14-5. You've made it to a place not many guests have been able to come. Joey, thank you for coming on, blessing us with your time.
Thank you so much.
Let us all know what is going on, what is good with you, and whatever you want to let us know.
Oh man, so follow me on Twitter at the Joey Wright. I am on 4 shows a week. I've got 2 shows on Thursday at 5 and 6. The 5 o'clock shows on FanDuel, 6 o'clock shows on the Front Yard Fantasy Network. The 5 o'clock show on FanDuel is our normal FYF game show. If you've ever watched before, come and play along with us. 6 o'clock show is office hours. We do starts and sits, answers, questions. Come in there, ask us your questions, ask your trade questions, whatever you'd like. We're there for about an hour answering questions. And then Sunday mornings, I've got the pre-gaming with Fantasy Front Yard Fantasy on the Better Sports Network. And then in the post game, I've got the FanDuel show. So yeah, I'm all over the place. This is my 4 big shows of the year. And then Start, Sits, and Salutations will be back. I do have the next episode written. It's just a matter of getting this hurricane out of Florida so I can get out in the woods and record it. So
that's right. So stay safe, Joey. Thank you so much for coming on. Everybody check it out. Front Yard Fantasy, the Joey right there on Twitter. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Whenever you do, have a good night, good evening, good morning, whatever it is. And check us next week when I forgot to check who we have coming on, but I assumed it's going to be a fun guest nonetheless.
I think it was Bear Grylls. I think that's who followed me.
You heard it here first, Bear Grylls.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Are we still here live?
I think we are live.